Welcome back. Today we will be looking at Palantir. There's a lot of confusion around this company and what they do, and I'm here to clarify it for you. Palantir, hair gel for men. If you want hair that will make you look like Albert Einstein, then Palantir is the gel for you. I mean, seriously, tell me that hair doesn't scream genius. That hair alone gives this stock a 2x multiple. You heard it here first. If this guy ever goes bald, this stock will plunge. Welcome back to Going Beyond Our Money Problems. Please do subscribe to this channel as these videos take time and energy to make. I truly appreciate you helping me accomplish my mission of helping you with your money problems by achieving financial freedom and to go beyond your money problems by introducing you to ideas and investments that will transform your life. Today we will cover Palantir, $150 stock potential. We will go over what they do, look at its financials, and its potential growth. So, what is Palantir? Palantir builds data fusion platforms for integrating, managing, and securing any kind of data at massive scale. On top of these platforms, they layer applications for fully interactive, human-driven, machine-assisted analysis. What this means is that they are in the artificial intelligence business and have built a powerful AI that can connect different databases in industries and governmental institutions. This fusion maximizes efficiency for organizations and protects privacy. They are very quickly becoming the gold standard in software integration. They have two major platforms. One is their original platform, which allowed them to grow their business, Gotham. Gotham platform helps organizations combine, manage, protect, and analyze large chunks of data. Palantir Gotham is a platform for needle in a haystack analysis. It's used primarily by government agencies that look for bad actors hiding in complex networks. Terrorist cells, trafficking rings, money laundering schemes, vectors of blood-borne illnesses, and so forth. These organizations use Gotham to bring their data sources and systems together, map the data to a common model, and analyze it in one place. Gotham is more oriented towards the government space. Secondly, they have Foundry. Foundry is a newer system built by Palantir to help in commercial business in the private sector. This is a huge and demanding sector for Palantir. Foundry lets any user in any organization bring data into their daily work and most important decisions. They bring huge efficiency and cost savings to the organization that start contracts with Palantir. Let's take a look at their website for some real-world example. The product is used throughout the public, private, and nonprofit sectors. Some of these sectors are such as AI, automotive, auto racing, case management, cyber, defense, financial compliance, GDPR, and insurance, intelligence, and so forth. What we want to do here is take a look just at two of these examples for now, just to give us a better idea of how they are integrated within these different systems. So let's take a look for now at the automotive sector. Palantir Foundry integrates the full life cycle of vehicle data into a collaborative environment analysis where vehicle manufacturers can answer critical questions about their fleets. From plant operations to connected cars, automakers around the world are using Palantir Foundry to detect urgent and chronic problems on the assembly line, dramatically accelerate problem detection, and find problems months before warranty claims even come in, collaborate with suppliers to resolve issues with quality and part availability, improve consumer safety and regulatory compliance. Now let's take a look something a little bit more in the governmental sector, since that was more geared towards the privates. So here let's take a look at intelligence, which would be a mixture of both private and government. So build a secure data foundation. Palantir Gotham's dossier application enables concurrent editing for collaborative analysis and reporting. Intelligence agencies use Palantir software to unify their fractured data landscape. Palantir can integrate data in any type, size, source, or format while preserving integrity and classification. Our software allows agencies to build a one-stop shop for collaborative data analysis, empowering intelligence officers with the data they need when they need it. Palantir gives everyone from analysts to executives the tools they need to make decisions. All right. I'll leave a link to their website down on the description. If you want to review some more of this, let me know if you want me to make a more in-depth analysis of this company and what they do. I can highlight more of their organizations that they work with. Their business is a bit complicated to understand, so that will require a separate video to cover all aspects. But for now, here are a few highlights. Most recently, they won the FDA contract for $44.4 million to power drug review. They also have large Pentagon deal of $111 million, and Foundry is used by corporate clients like Morgan Stanley, Airbus, Chrysler, and more. But like I said, if you want to see another video where I go more into detail here, hit that like button, let me know in the comments below, and I'll make sure to produce that video. I do want to focus more on a overall review of this company. So let's go to step number 2, which is looking at their financials. Palantir IPO'd on September 30th, opening at $10 and closed at $9.50. If you held on to it since, you have seen a doubling in your money, and I am willing to bet that it is due to people rallying behind that hair. Look at that hair. Palantir on Friday, December 11th, was trading at $27.20 at closing and has a market cap of $47.28 billion. All right, now let's take a look at Palantir's financial report. So we can see that from when it comes to revenue growth from 2019 to 2020, Palantir has had approximately a 52% increase in their financial revenue. I'm very happy to see that. Another marker that I really like to see in growth stock companies, companies that are just starting out and are looking to grow 10 years down in the future, is their investment into R&D. And I am very, very happy to see their investment into research and development be quite substantial from one year to the next. So I'm happy to see that. You always want to see that in growth stock companies. If you have companies that are not reinvesting in themselves and they're taking losses, that is a horrible thing, which we have Palantir here actually taking quite some losses, and you never really want to see that in a company. But given that this is a growth stock and it's a company that just IPO'd and has a bigger outlook into the future, we're looking out 5 to 10 years. I'm glad to see that they're reinvesting their money into their company. Very quickly, another thing I would like to look at is the balance sheet. What are their cash flows here? So we see that cash and cash equivalents grew from one year to the other. That is a healthy growth. Total assets are about 2.6 billion, while their liabilities are about 1.3 billion. I would say okay balance sheet overall, okay on the cash flows, but they did take a significant loss this quarter. It looks like it is mostly due to stock compensation. That is where a lot of their operations cost, their stock compensation, that looks to be significant. It might be a one-time hit for this quarter, and we should start seeing further growth potential for this company. The CEO did say that he projects that there would be 30% growth year after year, and that is actually a very healthy growth. You always want to see in these growth companies a double-digit multiple. I'm actually very happy to hear that. We have to kind of wait and see whether that is actually the case. Let's move on to its potential growth. What is Palantir's actual potential growth? The one thing that is really good about this company, it's the excitement that's behind it. The contracts that they have received with the government have been substantial contracts, and from everything that is out there, it looks like there has been a overwhelmingly positive reaction to the service that they provide. They have been very successful with other companies such as Chrysler and BP companies, where they have reduced or really increased the efficiency of their work and have reduced costs for these companies by the millions. So there has been a lot of positive outlook in this company, and I think the biggest potential that they have is in their Palantir Foundry, because there they look to scale their company to the private sector, scale their company to bigger organizations, like rather than just staying in that small circle of providing services to the government. So that's really where we see big growth potential for this company, the excitement and the positive reviews that we have, and even more importantly, a more recent development on this company is the fact that they kind of put their egos to the side and decided to finally, once and for all, invest in sales representatives. This is something that the CEO said that he would first be hit by a bus before he invests in sales representatives, but has realized that the importance to outsource that part of the job to individuals. So for the first time, they are investing in sales representatives who will go out there to different companies, different organizations, and begin to sell the service, explain what they do in a more concrete way, represent visually and verbally the effect that it can have in their companies. And that's where we can really see a huge growth potential for this company, because everything that they've achieved from this till this point has been just on their product. But now they're going to start advertising and putting into much clearer words how their company, how their product, their service can really affect companies and can get a lot more potential buyers. So the growth potential for this company is huge, huge to say the least. They are doing incredible work with the government. They are doing incredible work in the private sector, and if they can scale this to small businesses, if they can scale this to small and medium-sized businesses to improve the efficiencies, you can see this company really grow into a massive company. I think that the potential for this company to 5x to 10x within the next 5 years is actually quite reasonable. It all comes down to, can they really make their product mainstream? Can they make their product the gold standard? And can they sell their product to as many companies as possible? And I think that that is a very high likability for that to happen with this company, especially in the way that they're reinvesting in themselves, and they have these very lucrative contracts as it is. They are becoming the gold standard, and there is no other company that is doing what they're doing. People might argue Snowflake, but Snowflake, when it comes to this sector, becomes a very distant second, and that's the most exciting thing about this company. All right, well, that's it. Palantir, $27 stock today. Potential to be $150 stock in the next few years. What do you think? Do you think that Palantir's overhyped? Do you think that they have the room to grow? Please let me know in the comments below. And once again, please subscribe to help this channel grow, and I will do my best to bring you content that will help you grow in your finances and in your personal life. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you next time.